That just took us live surprisingly without an intro.
Well, check it out. Bye.
Yeah,
You will suffer for eternity.
I didn't press the right button.
Do you want to
That's
redo
what
it?
I did. No, but I did want to say hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 0.Point Reviews.
But why is it called 0.Point Reviews? Because we actually do make some points once in a while. It should be called a few point reviews.
No, because we trail off a lot.
We do.
A little.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, because actually, why we don't have to wait for Jeff, but like why we wait for a minute. Let me filibuster. Did 0.Point come before Suns and Shadows, or was it the other way around?
Suns and Shadows was something that Jeff created, and 0.Point was our second show that we did, I think.
Yep,
Yes.
second show.
Yeah. Our first show
he
was NTV.
Wait a minute, he's lurking. He just has his
I am
cam
not on
off.
camera. I don't have good internet here, so it's got to be audio only.
Yeah,
cool.
He's always with us.
Okay, now I'm scared.
Yeah,
Were you
right?
listening to the whole time we were talking that shit? Undertaker laugh. Okay.
Can you hammer a 6-inch spike through a board with your penis?
Not right now.
A girl's got to have her standards.
I can.
Is that Real Genius?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I love that movie that I've only seen twice. But you know what? Didn't he just celebrate a birthday 2 days ago?
Did it? I don't know. But I just learned that their dorm is the same dorm from The Facts of Life.
You know, you take the good, you take the bad, you add them up, and there you have. It's a good song.
The Facts of Life.
Facts of Life.
I think Charles and Charles may be better song, and definitely Perfect Strangers. But out of the 80 songs, that's like top 3.
I love Mrs. Garrett, dude. I can't deny that.
And you gotta you gotta put Cheers in there too, because Cheers was actually written by Toto.
Was it?
Yep, the Cheers theme was written by Toto.
I did not know that.
Impressive.
Indeed. Jeffrey, how are you, sir?
Doing all right. Just finished up a stream for Nerdy Neo talking about top 5 episodes of Stargate SG-1.
Awesome sauce.
Pop right on over.
You and your Stargate.
Well, I thought you guys were already live, and I'm like, nobody hit the go live button over here.
No. We were waiting for you. I just did a stupid intro for my show, and then the real Kevin Smith did it with me, and then he said, "Screw it, I'm going to press the button" when he saw you pop in. So it's not like we're doing the show without you. Come on, man.
No.
You might have to tonight if my computer wasn't working or internet. Ultimately, I had to reinstall all the browsers on this computer, and now everything seems to be working again.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I mean,
I was having computer and other issues. I cannot upload videos or pictures or anything, though.
Well, I can imagine you just giving me that evil look. So it's good. Like I could, it's like the Resident Evil zombie that turns around. That's the look you're giving me right now.
For my pause.
Exactly. I can already feel it. So yeah, guys, Dragonslayer. Why did you guys choose this? I know it's Swords and Sorcery month. Love this movie.
I like this movie.
Well, are you going to ask us like where we first saw it? I mean, come on, Jeff. You're the guy that usually leads the show.
Oh, fuck this. Okay, so let's see here.
And watch the swearing in first 7 minutes.
First 7 minutes.
Yeah. For YouTube purposes, notice I haven't said any F or S's, and I have my bell right here.
Hello, children. Excuse me while I take a whiff of my tobacco.
Yeah, let's not deplatform this channel because these guys are the only guys that will actually let me on their show.
Fair. So let's see here. Dragonslayer. This is a movie that I personally missed for the most part for most of my life. You guys, though, have grown up with it and seem to love it. I saw it. I didn't even see the whole thing. I gave it like 5 minutes and I didn't like it and I stopped.
When was that though? How old were you? What year was it?
Oh,
39?
God, I'd say maybe 2005, 2000. Somewhere in I was in my 20s or 30s.
I could see why you missed this movie. This movie fell under the radar because Disney buried this movie under the shelf.
Yes, very
Wasn't
much
this
so.
Paramount?
That's what you thought. It was a co-op. Actually, yep. I actually did take, even though I only had 2 hours, I took some notes.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it.
I told you those Cliff Notes would work.
I'm the drunkard that does the homework. I get it. Yes, this was produced by Paramount. However, it was it was funded by Disney with the Disney label on top, but it was a Paramount produced and finished movie, and they didn't know what to do with it, and Disney bought it. And Disney wanted it because Disney wanted to do something different due to in the 80s. There was a lot of stuff like Legend, Gremlins. There was a lot of puppets and actual what would you call it? I don't want to say figurines. Practical effects with puppets and Muppets and stuff. And Disney wanted their hand in that. This movie was sitting on the shelf, and they said, "Dragon, well, we're doing this whole thing at our parks where we're going to do this Fantasia thing, and we want this. We want a live action Fantasia." So they bought this movie. They helped fund it, and they didn't know what they were getting into. They put money into it, didn't know who was directing it, didn't know who was doing anything. They just knew the guy that Star Wars was doing the effects. So that's how it got funded. And by the way, probably the best Disney movie ever. I mean, I'd say this, Little Mermaid, and the first Pirates of the Caribbean are the best Disney movies ever. You could throw Logan in there, actually, or Deadpool, but the first one.
Did those count?
They kind of do. I mean, if you really want to call it Disney movies now, I would say Predator is the best Disney movie, seeing how it is owned by Disney. The 1987 masterpiece that we covered in detail.
Fair. But you also have Flight of the Navigator. That was pretty goddamn good too.
I did love that movie.
That was all right.
It had Twisted Sister. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, who doesn't love Twisted Sister? If you don't like it, Dee Snider, come on now.
Dee Snider is good friends with Mick Foley, and that's good enough for me.
Oh my God.
Dee Snider's Strangeland, baby.
0-Point Reviews. How do you guys feel about ESPN getting the contract for WWE?
Little pissed about that, but that's okay because I already have it through Disney Plus.
Okay, I refuse to support Disney, and I'm very, very, very upset about this. I'm with you. I'm with you, Jeff. I'm probably going to get a VPN and just get the network from like England or something.
All you need in England is Netflix. Yeah, because that's all you need. Everything is Netflix in Europe.
But I missed the network. The network was so easy to navigate through. I love the network. It was the best. It was only $9.99, gentlemen.
I had no qualms about paying for that shit. I loved it.
For $9.99.
It was cool because you could just type in Shawn Michaels versus, and then boom, you'd have a good time.
Yep. Royal Rumble 1990. Boom. Cool. I'd always play the Royal Rumbles.
Yeah, I know. We had a drinking game established for the Royal Rumbles too. Back in the day when we used to rewatch them on the network. We used to have Royal Rumble parties. When we were like in our 30s and young and stuff. And our livers can handle it.
Right.
Unfortunately. Yes. Cool. Well, Dragonslayer.
Yes, Dragonslayer. When did you
got some fun
discover this?
Oh, great question. So I think I've talked about my mother who left me for cocaine and a Corvette, right? Anyway, so my dad's. Oh, hi.
Have you guys met Zoe?
We met Zoe.
You need to go.
By the way, it is Zoe's birthday today. My cat Zoe.
Oh,
No, my cat Zoe's she just turned 14, and we gave her chicken. Yeah, she's kind of wild like you. If you pet her tummy, she'll scratch your face. Anyway, I don't know what you guys gave this. I saw this originally when I was 5 years old. And my dad was dating this girl named Kim Roth, little Italian girl. She was like 4 foot. She was a dwarf. She was like 4 foot. Or no, she's more like a halfling, but without the big feet. So she was like 4'11", Italian chick. Her dad was a jockey. And one day, for whatever reason, she loved movies. She was a great wine connoisseur. She got me in the wine industry. One day, she just decided to go all swords and sorcery, and she rented this movie. She rented Princess Bride, and she rented Legend, Swear. And she had this cool loft, and she had all these like draperies around because her bedroom, and she didn't have a bedroom. It was like there was a kitchen. The bathroom was over there, and then she had this living room, and it was a sunken thing. It was in Crockett, California. And that's where H.H. Holmes actually used to hang out, by the way. If you don't know who H.H. Holmes is, that's a good deep dive.
Turn on Netflix.
Anyway. Yeah, exactly. And I remember out of all the movies, I was thrilled and terrified by this movie. And I could not believe it was a Disney movie. And, well, I mean, you know, it didn't say the Disney thing. But I couldn't believe like what I was watching. The effects in this movie blew me away. A 5-year-old me. I mean, this movie came out in 81. I saw it in 88, and I remember I had a New York seltzer. It was a grape New York seltzer, and we had pizza. And I remember watching this movie just jaw agape at the effects. I couldn't believe how good the effects were, and it blew me out of the water. And it was actually, and don't get me wrong, I saw Jaws, of course, Godzilla. I saw at this time, this movie scared the poop out of me. Sorry, I don't know where we're at in the YouTube numbers.
13.
Okay, cool.
15.
It scared the shit out of me, and I loved it. And I remember just going home and drawing pictures of it. And I remember like the spear and the gloves and the ring mail. And I remember my mom was like, "Where did you learn?" My real mom. She's like, "Why are you drawing all these weird pictures of these knights fighting dragons and stuff?" And it was because of this movie. I loved this movie. And the ending is so sad, especially for like me watching it now, but like bum me out. And this was only on like a 26-inch like Sony tube TV, but yeah, rented it. Don't even know where we rented it from. Love this movie. Loved it then. Loved it now. And this movie ages like fine wine, especially with all this CGI bullcrap that we have going on. This movie is so good. Just watched it seconds ago, and yeah, I can't say enough good things about it.
Awesome sauce. Jeff, what about you, sir? Did you grow up with this too?
A little bit I did. I remember watching this on VHS tape, and then it was like years later on like Disney Channel in the mid-2000s where I saw it again. And I bought the DVD at the time, my original DVD back in Arizona. And it's just sitting on a shelf next to my beautiful Steelbook 4K from Paramount that just came out last year. And every time this is on, I have an utter enjoyment of watching it. It is a lot of fun, and it's got some good value to it. But my first memories were VHS tape and just being like, wow, this is pretty cool. And I did not know that it was George Lucas' involvement with Lucas film or his visual effects department that did the Dragon special effects. The movie is already, Zach, I hate to say this, brother, but I like this more than I like Excalibur because I feel like this is a better put together movie. But I know it's a completely different movie.
Two things real quick. Please tell me, Kev, that you're actually recording this because I was being creative and did not press record.
Don't worry, we'll download it and send it over to you.
I didn't.
Cool. No, you don't have to do that. I'll just rip it from a legal thing that I have. No, you do not actually offend me by saying that because I agree with you. The effects in this movie are at least 4 times better than Excalibur. The acting is right there on par. It's very, very well. You do not offend me by saying that because I actually agree with you. I give this movie a higher score than I do Excalibur. I gave Excalibur, I don't know if you guys remember, in 89. I'm giving this a 92.
Nice.
The rewatchability of this movie is insane, and also the horror of the scary parts of this movie is nuts. I mean, we see a princess foot.
Sorry, that was like disgusting and violent things. I apologize.
Kev, when did you see this? And you told me on Twitter, you were like, I like this movie. This movie is cool. Like, you're like, I'm surprised I
said nothing of the sort, and I'll get the fucking tweets out to read. I said
you said you were surprised. You said you liked this.
I said I did not dislike it this time. The first time I saw this was probably 20-some years ago. And I don't know what I expected. I really don't know. It was something more along the lines of Dragonheart. But it just didn't jive with the first few minutes. Like
Dragonheart's not a bad movie.
Oh, I love
it. It's not a great movie, but it's not a bad movie. When he lives like homosexuality is fine with me. I mean gay like UFC. It's just not that cool to watch. That's what I meant.
It's lackluster. But it has its great moments, and I didn't watch this movie long enough and give it enough chance or even understand it at the time. Like I didn't know it was a Disney flick, so the whimsy in this totally lost on me. Was not looking for whimsy in this movie. Now watching it 20-some years later, didn't bother me at all. I didn't really have a problem with this movie at all. Like, it's a pretty good movie.
Did you guys get, by the way, any Jaws vibes from this movie?
No.
Rewatching it, I got a lot of Jaws vibes. For example, you know in Jaws when they think they catch the shark and he goes, it's not the shark, and they're measuring the bite and he goes, it's not the shark, and he goes, it's a shark. And then of course, like, you know, Chief Wiggum comes up in his like anchor suit and he's like, it's a shark. We open the beaches. They do the same thing in this when the apprentice, hold on, let me get his name.
Schnitzenheimen?
Galen, when Galen makes everything come down, they're like, so you got it, right? And he's like, I think I killed it. And they're like, you think or you know? And he's like, I think I, because they have this epitaph of a straw dragon that they're burning. And it just reminded me so much of Jaws, where it's like the plot line of this movie is kind of like Jaws, where, you know, in Jaws, there's Bruce, right? Well, in this, what is it? Themarax? Yeah, Themarax. By the way, awesome fucking name.
Pejorative.
Thank you. Oh, what is it of?
Bajor? Really?
I think it's Latin. I don't know what though.
Oh, there's a lot of Latin in this movie, and I actually took Latin for a year. And by the way, if you do mute me, I would like to tell you "mortu magre fratio," which means I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Or protection from
Barata, necktie.
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 Also,
Definitely an N-word.
There's a lot of Jaws imagery too, where you see the tail swooping like in and out of the water and stuff. And I was just thinking, like, are they trying to do a Jaws dragon movie? Because I'm not mad at it. You know, if you could steal from something that's better than what you're trying to do, or borrow something
Steal
to
from the
add,
best.
there you go. And they did a lot of that too.
You know what? I'm going to put up the good really quick because we're in it right now.
Oh, yeah, leave it up.
Yeah,
keep going.
Okay, so anyway, is this Disney's darkest movie? It might be Disney's darkest movie. It did actually lead on to their whole live action Fantasia thing, because they were going to do a Dragonslayer thing. Rumored they wanted a whole dragon thing at their parks at the end of the night. This may have been the catalyst to that. I mean, I did like Fantasia, obviously, you know, but this is way better.
Phantasmic is fucking awesome in person. Like Maleficent, the dragon is Maleficent, and she will fucking shake your bones. She's so big. She comes rising out of the moat out of Tom Sawyer's fucking island. It's amazing.
The other thing too is this did not only inspire a lot of that, but this inspired a lot of Diablo. If you ever played that video game, which is, I love 1, 2, 3, and I just discovered 4 recently. I was a game tester for Diablo 2 back in 1996. I was a beta tester for it, and I was a beta tester for it. Yeah, right. When games were games. And I was a beta tester for it when they re-released it. There is so much imagery and everything in that translates to here, and I love it. And that's due to Phil Tippett, Tippit, I believe. Anyway, he invented the Go motion with Industrial Light and Magic with Star Wars. He was also doing Jurassic Park. He was also helped out on The Fly, etc., like that. He did all the dragon effects. And, I mean, you even see the little baby dragons, and they're terrifying. I mean, like, yeah, they don't even look cute. They look scary.
They're chewing flesh off the princess's leg.
Dude, there's a scene, where they gnaw off her ankle. It's scary, right? Anyway,
Disney killed the princess is really the point of this movie. Disney killed the princess.
Yeah, dude, this is the only movie where the princess actually dies, and not only dies but gets dismembered. And anyway, he was snubbed on Jurassic Park because I forgot the gentleman's name, but he was the guy that wanted to do the full-on animatronic T-Rex stuff and kind of snubbed him. But this guy studied under Harryhausen, and very, very great practical effects guy. I mean, when you watch this movie and you think about if they were to remake this, there's no way you could remake this and make this any better. It would be crap. Like, we just reviewed Reign of Fire and how great it is. That movie's great, but it doesn't touch this effects wise. Right. The fire looks real. The fire looks scary. The dragon looks scary, especially the behind the shoulder, like raising up out of the water and everything else like that. It's terrifying. It's out of your nightmares. It scares the pants out of a 5-year-old me. And even now at the age of 42, I'm watching this and I'm like, holy shit. There's no way Hollywood could do this better. Am I wrong?
Nope.
Here's a debatable question. Not showing the dragon until the end, would it have been more beneficial to show it from the get-go and show the dragon from
No.
beginning to end, or do what they did and wait until the last act, basically?
That's why I'm saying the Jaws thing. They don't show the dragon till Act 3. They don't even show him in Act 3.
It wasn't a bad choice to not show it. Like, its movements were amazing, flawless, better than Ray Harryhausen. It was so flawless and in real time. Like, they sped it up just right is really what happened.
And the miniatures, when you actually see them do it, because I actually, I obviously did my due diligence. The miniatures were actually not as big as you thought they were. They were only about a 2.5 feet long. Mm-hmm. And that's for the flying scenes. For the head scenes, they were only about like 2. They had a head that was about like 3 feet long, probably about 4 feet high, and the wingspan and everything else was done with stop animation and everything else. But when you watch this, and I watched this on a DVD, I didn't watch it on a Blu-ray, you could see the water where it cuts off. That's about it. And the flame effects, holy
those are cool.
Are the flame effects cool? And here they this predates Aliens, but I don't think anything has done great flame effects since this until Aliens.
I mean, maybe
like even the Thing, the flames look a little, but compared to this, the flames in this movie are awesome. Like, they actually put petroleum on the skid water to have that flame effect, and that is amazing and dangerous, by the way.
I really enjoyed the water and the fire effects and stuff, because what was it, the Greeks called that Greek oil, Greek fire?
Greek fire.
Where they lit the pots and then launched them off the ship.
Yep.
It's kind of what that looked like.
Another thing I gotta mention is the topaz amulet. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but at the one thing that at Disneyland, when I went as a kid, you could actually get the topaz amulet with the dragon hand with the little crystal inside. They actually sold those. Yeah, and they were cheap pewter things with like little, they were just quartz and they were colored, but you could actually get those the amulet that the apprentice Galen has. Mm-hmm. And I remember really liking that. I remember wearing it to school in 2nd and 3rd grade, thinking I was the shit because I had I had that. But,
honestly, dude, I can't judge you. I went to 8th grade proudly at Catholic school, wearing the multicolored hat that Marty wears in Back to the Future 2 in the future. So it's all good. I understand.
Well, at least you're not Logan Paul wearing a Charizard card into the ring.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too. And my wife is like, who the fuck? And I'm like, don't worry, baby. He's good. What
a magoo.
My wife is more of a mark than me. That's what's sad about this thing. Other cool things about this movie, a little facts that we have is Thermofax is actually in Skyrim. I obviously, the nerds at Bethesda love this movie. They had to, right? I mean,
it shows. The dragon design is the same.
It is, because they have hands on their hands are the wings, which constitutionally makes them a wyvern. But we're not going to go into D&D. We're not going to bust out the monster manual.
Wyvern or a kite, because they got that long ass tail too.
What'd you say, Kevin?
A kite. God, you racist son of a bitch.
Hold on, as the half Jew here, I am not offended. We are good. We can move on with the show. I do not take offense, nor do the people of the desert. All right, we can move on. Now
I want to watch Porky's.
Oh, it's funny. My wife was watching. She goes, "Come here," and I go, "Why?" I was doing something stupid, as I normally am. She goes, "You got to see this," and she brings me in at the part of American Pie where the Nadia chick is naked.
Oh. Hey.
And I'm like, "Why are you showing me this?" She's like, "I thought you'd want to see it because it's a naked girl." I'm like, "Well, thank you for that." And she goes, "Does this offend you?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Do you know that Gen Z and above have a huge problem with this movie?" And I go, "All right. Why? Because they're spying on her?" And she goes, "No, apparently it's because of her body, this, that, and the other." And I'm like, "That's pretty stupid." Because we continue watching the movie, and then the guy is dancing around. And I've never seen American Pie, by the way, ever in my life. Ever in my life. I saw it for the first time 4 days ago. So the guy is dancing around in his boxer shorts, and the girl's kind of like, making fun. And I'm like, well, who's the joke on? Is it on him or on her? Because it's kind of more on him.
A little bit of both.
And then the other guy is like going to go to Glee Club to try to impress it seems like the joke's on the guys. It doesn't really seem like, so why are people upset? And she goes, "I don't know. I just wanted you to see it, to see your opinion." And I go, "Well, thank you. My opinion is the guys here are jackasses, and I don't know. I got it's not Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. I don't know what it is." Anyway, back to Dragonslayer. This movie was the first movie that made me cry.
Really?
Yeah. No, sorry. Second movie to make me cry. First movie to make me cry ever is Godzilla's Revenge, aka Godzilla 1985 or 86, depending on MILF. All right on. Idaho Mike, I get you. She would be a MILF by now. But Godzilla, at the end of Godzilla's Revenge, when he dies in the volcano, I used to cry all the time, and I used to watch that daily. And my stepdad got to the point where he used to hide that tape because he was tired of me crying, because I used to cry a lot. But this movie, when he has to smash the topaz dragon amulet, and he has to kill the wizard inside to kill the dragon, really bummed me out, man. It really did.
I get that, but it made me laugh. As a kid, I understand. Like, that would, looking at the hero, wanting him to live, he's the big, powerful guy. You don't want to see the hero lose in any way. That's like certainly an American thing.
Well, not only that, I wanted the dragon to live because I was a kid. I was like, can't the dragons and the people live in harmony? Why do they have to eat virgins? What is a virgin?
You got to.
Yeah, Kevin.
I don't know. I got 3 kids, man.
At least. Well, you need 2 more, and then you
sure
can.
About that?
Yeah.
Someone asked me yesterday at work. They go like, "How many kids do you have?" I go, "That I know of." I'm like, I don't know. But anyway,
Triple H reference.
No, that's actually a Typo Negative reference that Triple H ripped off because Typo Negative and Triple H they're really good friends. If you really want me to go down that rabbit hole, this is going to be a 4-hour podcast. Another thing about this movie that I really I just lost my train of thought because of that joke. Damn it, Jeff, you threw me off my train of thought. But
Yay!
I still love it.
We did it.
All aboard the Ho train. Let's go.
Ho train.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna make me break. All right, so Taron, the evil count dude, I think is probably
he was good.
The best foil or heel he is so good in this movie.
He was better than Wilt Chamberlain in Conan. He really was. For the same type of character, I liked him better.
But he's not in anything else besides this movie. I'm trying to look him up. I'm not seeing anything
so how
on.
could it catch up to Will Chamberlain's sleeping record? Come on, 10,000
Oh.
women. Let's go.
But when he's
10,000
like, when he just appears out of no, and he's like wearing his furs, he reminds me of Clancy Brown. I think Clancy Brown would be better, but he does it so well, though. God damn, is he good in this movie? I just put down Tyrion, evil count dude, steals the show. He super steals the show. I really wish he, at the very end, it would have been cool in this movie if he would have had a reoccurrence, because he basically gets impaled, but we don't see him like get beheaded or whatever. It would have been cool if he would have came out and like, at the very end, all bloody and stuff, like what that would have made this movie perfect, I think.
If he was a tender morsel for the dragon, that would have just been epic.
Yeah, at the very end, or the dragon lands on him,
pooped on, drowns in the poop.
But all the actors in this is great. Everything, the good in this movie is this movie. There's really no slow parts or bad parts of this movie. Even the sniveling king, when he finds out that his daughter's in the lottery and he changes his tune, is so good. And she's even good. And she's only got like 4 lines in the movie, and she's terrific. I swear to you, I understand why you say this movie is better than Excalibur, and I agree with you. I never thought I would. I thought Excalibur was way better than this. Rewatching them both, this movie is way better than Excalibur. I say, if you haven't watched this movie, do yourself a favor, go buy it. I think I got it for like $6.99 on Amazon. It's probably free to watch on anything. But
Pluto TV has it for free.
There you go. But this is a movie to own, because you can show it to kids. You can show it to, just don't show it to a 5-year-old because they'll scare the shit out of them. But this is a movie to own. This movie is awesome.
And the 4K in a steelbook is completely gorgeous. I'd actually recommend that if anybody has 4K capability. And that's all that's in there. There's no Blu-ray. There's no DVD. There is a digital code. So if you want that, that's another way to go too.
Jeff, when you actually put that on your machine, did the effects look kind of dated when you do that? Because I do notice
good
4K
honestly.
Sometimes so sharp.
Are there
I didn't
strings?
think it looked too bad with that regard.
Because I had a me on Blockbuster. I had my Blockbuster copy, and it looked great because it was a old scratched up Blockbuster copy, and it looked fantastic.
Well, it still had film grain and everything, so it didn't look too overly sharp. It just looked nice and cleaned up, really.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm sure the fire looked nice, and the editing was nice. The sound was great.
Look good.
Okay, see? Yeah, no. I'm guessing, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff is usually the collector. Oh, speaking of collector, can I throw a shout out to somebody?
Sure.
Yeah.
I gotta throw a shout out to one of my Patreons for giving me the Fallout cookbook.
Cool.
So I'm actually
that's awesome.
I'm actually making the Wastelanders chili right now, and I'm following all the directions, and it is delicious. And I'm going to put it online, my results of the chili, but that was donated by one Nick Neo, one of my great Patreons. So thank you so much, Nick Neo. She is a very, very cool person, and her favorite game is Baldur's Gate. So there you go.
Awesome.
And she loves your show as well as ours.
I've never played Baldur's Gate. Yes, thank you very, very much.
I had to throw in a little advertisement there. All right, do we have any bad?
Bad? Well, let's see here.
I think Kevin might have a problem with Peter McNichol being an action star.
Yeah. But
is it the hair? It's the hair, isn't it?
It's the hair. It was the hair. It was the fact that it was Janos. Okay, this was the problem.
Yes, my lord. You want the baby?
He is Vigo.
Vigo.
I love
Wait
Peter
a minute.
McNichol so
Hold on.
fucking
Is that
much.
the same guy? That's the same guy.
But
yeah.
Yes, this is Janos from Ghostbusters too.
Get the fuck out of here.
So imagine my problem.
Dude, we are doing Ghostbusters
as an action.
We are doing Ghostbusters tomorrow. We're doing on Thursday. We're doing Ghostbusters 2 on Thursday. I did not know this same guy. Wow.
Yeah, dude, this is Janos.
Wow.
Oh, mood.
Yes, my lord.
That just means he's a great actor. That doesn't mean he's bad.
He's also the maid with the baby carriage.
Yes, of course. I mean, I knew that. I did not. Wow, dude, mind blown. I am. Wow, that's like
he's actually a good actor who's been in a lot of TV shows and movies for years after this fact too, and he does not have an accent.
No, not at all.
If he were to lose the haircut, would you like this movie better?
You know what? Having watched it the second time, I liked it just fine. There was no problem with it. Honestly, there was no bad. I liked this movie. But
I'm glad you liked this movie.
The first time I watched it, like I saw Janos, and I didn't see a Mad Mardigan type character. I didn't see Dennis Quaid from Dragonheart, anything like that. And I was like, I gotta go. I didn't even know it was Disney at that point. Now, had I known it was Disney, I would have had a different view of it. I would have had a different expectation level. So now having it known that now and watching it a second time and watching it in like entirety, I like this flick. This is fun. I liked it for what it is. This was the best type of flick as it was of its time. It showed the dragon in its entirety. There was no shitty effects. It was all top notch, like absolute top notch. There was nothing else better at the time. Clash of the Titans came out the same year and was not as good looking as this movie.
I can shit on this a little bit, just a little, because I love this movie so much. I think I'm allowed to torture it because I love it. The swordplay in this, when we have our major baddie and our major goodie.
The spear versus sword fight.
Yeah. And every time they clash, it does exactly what Kev hates so much. And I think you brought this up too, Jeff, is every time their metal touches, it sparks and it does the we wish we were doing a Star Wars film because every time metal and metal touch
themselves.
Yeah, like there's this, it's like, okay, it's kind of lame. And it sucks because when we actually see the spear being made, he's like, do you make steel, blacksmith? And then he brings up the spear and he cuts a horseshoe with it. And you're like, oh, we know how sharp this is. It is really lame that they would have a fight and just every time they touch it, it's not even a spark. It's like a pink, like the screen goes to green. Like there's a flash. Hated that. Now this is a nitpick thing. But when the dragon first emerges from the water, you could tell that it's a puppet emerging from the water. That's very nitpicky. I know because only someone like me would. But they don't
show it though. They show Peter or whatever his name is. They show Peter McNichol and his hair being so big, like it covers up.
His name is Galen. Okay, can we call him by his name? All right, that's his. Using his actor name. Let's use his real name.
Galen.
Yeah, Kevin.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kevin. Jesus.
Peter.
Anyway, but the other thing I really dislike is the ending. I know the ending is for a reason, but like it still to me it pains me that the Obi-Wan Kenobi ending And then, of course, the king comes over and goes, "I have slayed the dragon."
Yeah, that was almost my final judgment.
And you're like, you did nothing, and your daughter is dead. Aren't you gonna make a speech about your dead daughter, you son of a bitch? Who, by the way, was a bit of all right. I mean, she's no Catherine Isabel, but she was close.
She was all right.
She's all right. And he's like, "I've slayed the dragon," and you're like, shouldn't you mourn your fucking daughter, dude, that you've been keeping her out of this fucking lottery for? Anyway, he'll
find another queen and bang and have another kid, so he'll replace her.
Jeff, you were on point right there. And the other thing too is he cares about her so much during the lottery, and then he just doesn't care. Once she's dead, he's like, whatever. Like, I'll have another one. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're on point. Like, he does not give a crap about anything. Save my daughter. Oh, my daughter's dead. Oh, who cares? Oh, I killed the dragon. Hey, look at me. I'm king. It's the king is so Monty Python, including his crown is so top. Exaggerated that it looks like a Pope hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wav to a wav. He looks like the abbot.
It is so Monty Python. It's ridiculous. Well, I mean, you guys are talking about Princess Bride, but yes, it is very, very.
Well, yeah. He does look like Humperdinck's dad too.
Yeah, it is so exaggerated. Yeah, it is so exaggerated, and it's funny because even his assistant has the same exact beard, and he's got the Pope hat and everything else when he's drawing the thing, and it's funny because it's like, how can you act with that? These costumes are so ridiculous, but I mean, I get it.
They were better than the fucking Acolyte.
Hey man, some of these costumes are better than Gladiator, and that was done by Ridley Scott. All right, because some of these scenes, I mean, at least we didn't see the tanks like underneath the thing. I'm about to do a whole thing on Gladiator because my wife always points out all because I love Ridley Scott, I do, but she points out everything, and I'm like,
why?
But so the bad thing is like, I mean, there's a few things in this movie. I think the ending is anticlimactic, especially for a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Some of the characters, I mean, I like that the king is a sniveling knob. It kind, especially what he goes through, like when he's trying to make, like the first thing he does is he gets the magical topaz and he tries to make iron into gold, right? And it burns his hand and everything else.
And you're kind of like, ha ha.
Yeah, it is. It's a very Simpsons moment. But anyway,
the narcissism behind it too, saying by my power invested by God. And it's like,
exactly. Yeah. So let me take a look here. As I like to do, as you know, Rotten Tomatoes gave this a 84 with the tomato meter, and the people meter only gave it a 63. And I know you guys have your own way of ranking.
Ouch.
That's kind of
I'm giving this a 92. How say you?
Well, I guess
that means final judgment time.
Yeah. So for me, just making a long story short, I would have agreed with the 6.3. I would have even gone with 5.3 the first time I watched this. Now I'm willing to go anywhere between a 7.5 and an 8. This was a really good movie. I had a very good time watching it. I do intend to add it to my collection, and that's where I give it that extra point. It's a Disney flick, so you don't need to expect to see any nudity or vulgarity or stuff like that. But what you can expect to see that you ordinarily wouldn't expect, like we said, is the violence, is the horror. This is the era of the Black Cauldron, of the Great Mouse Detective, where they really started like, you know, we'll give some dark shit a chance, and everybody loved it. Return to Oz, but they turned out to be cult classics instead of box office classics. So I think this movie will probably fit in there as being a cult classic. I rate it pretty high. I don't know that I enjoyed it as much as Dragonheart, but I enjoyed it a great deal. I wished I would have watched it in its entirety the first time. I enjoyed the special effects so much, and I appreciated the Harryhausen effects very much. The stop motion was better than anything you could expect to see. Like, this is the best I've seen ever. And I dug this flick. Peter MacNicol is not an action star, but he is a goddamn star. He always has been, and he makes this movie. The important thing to say is Galen is not an action hero. So that's why Peter MacNicol was cast as Galen. He's not a sorcerer. He's not an action star. He just turns out to be that guy. And Peter MacNicol was perfect for that.
He's a lover, not a fighter, Kevin.
But he is pretty good at
he likes his tomboys.
She was cute. Oh, his face, though, when he saw them cute. Titties and... like, good God! A fish bit it off!
Woman! It's like, he's never seen that before.
What happened to it?
Where'd it go?
I don't know. As a grown I dug this. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Oh, no, this is a good, fun movie. You don't have to think too much about it, but it has a Vermithrax pejorative. It's a great name for a dragon. The dragon's awesome. He haunts this movie like Bruce does in the Jaws movie. It's fantastic. Practical effects, visual effects, all outstanding. The music is great. I don't have a bad word to say about this movie, like, at all. If anything, I feel like maybe they could have trimmed maybe a couple minutes out just for a little bit better pacing. But I was never bored with this movie. And that'd be just the littlest of nitpicks. So that's what I got. I give this about, you know what? I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Ooh.
You okay there, Zach? Can't hear you.
Microphone. We have video on our Zach. We have no audio on our Zach. We
lost Zach. He's removing himself from our streams now.
You know what? That saves us the guilt of having to do it.
I know, right?
And then he would make fun of me for Catholic guilt, which I don't want or need. So,
yeah, it'd be half guilty.
Half guilty. I'm guilty as fuck. I just don't give a shit. No, the problem is I understand Satanism now, so I'm like, I'm happy I caused this shit.
Yeah. God, that just reminded me of like one of my favorite scenes when the wizard says, throw the dagger down, and he throws the dagger down and it nearly hits the guy on the hand. I'm like, I freaking love that scene.
Ow!
Well, as a kid, that's the first thing I ever remember about this movie is the dagger scene. It's like, because it always stuck with me.
That was pretty goddamn cool, dude. I mean, the fact that he threw it down from that far was kind of dumb. But
and it hit that.
That
he
was
said
cool.
Just toss it down. He didn't say throw it down and try and take his hand out. That would have been even funnier if he would have hit him in the hand.
You didn't say where, master.
A few more inches to the right, I would have gotten his heart.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been even better.
Oop, we have a Zachary. Bang!
I don't know what happened there. I'm back. My equipment's all
and
apart.
we hear you now.
Yeah, you guys are
it's
talking
probably
bad.
StreamYard.
So yeah, sorry, man. I missed the final judgment. Or did I?
8.5 from me.
Cool.
8 for me. I'm gonna go 8.
I think that this, especially, I mean, if you grew up with this movie, I think it ages like a fine wine. I think if you haven't watched this movie in a while, it's a neat surprise. But I will let me say this, if I may. Can I? If I?
Yep.
You may.
There would be no Game of Thrones if it weren't for this movie. There would be no Skyrim if there wasn't for this movie. This movie invented swords and sorcery to the kids, and dragons and dragon slayers, if you will. This movie was very, very different and very cool, and also our protagonist isn't like Arnold. You know, you would expect when you see Dragonslayer, you imagine like Conan the Barbarian, some buffed up hulky dude, right? But it's not. It's like this, like, you know, Wizard's Apprentice weak dude with a spear. This movie really did a lot of cool things at the time with a lot of cool effects, and I really do appreciate this movie. I really do like it. I don't think it can't. The only other dragon movie I really like better than this, or I wouldn't say better, but like on par, would probably be, and it gets a lot of crap, is Reign of Fire, because I love Reign of Fire. I think it's underrated. This movie's really great. There's not really a lot of good dragon movies or shows out there. I mean, everyone loves Game of Thrones, but Game of Thrones, for every great episode, there's like 4 episodes that suck.
After
this is
season
just
5, it really fell off, though.
Dude, I fell off at season 3. Anyway,
Yeah.
but this movie is an hour and a half of just awesome.
Yeah.
And like, what more can you want? It's an hour and a half of awesome. You know, it hits the spot. It's like Legend. It's like in those great 80s movies with practical effects.
Yeah.
It hits every button. And with CGI, are we going to do it better? Probably not.
No, and I wouldn't want to see it in CGI unless it was real good. I will always prefer practical effects, but this is one of those movies where I kind of wish my dad would have been kind of clued in on it, because I think he would have really liked it.
Yeah.
I do. And I'm probably going to have to like pitch that to my brother to pitch to my dad.
And
like,
by the
hey,
way,
man, tell the old man this is a good flick.
I think this is a PG movie. I think.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's not even 13. So
no, this is before 13 came out.
Wicked butts.
So this came out the same year Enemy Mine came out, which should have been rated PG-13, but it wasn't, even though there's tons of gore in that movie. Have you guys seen that movie yet?
No, but I like that movie.
I love that movie. Dennis Quaid is a Shamis. I love that movie. Oh man,
7 days.
Sundays.
I didn't like it when I was a kid.
Oh man, I love that movie when I was a kid. That Saturn V. I know everyone loves Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and every time they say Texas Chainsaw, Toby Hooper, his masterpiece, I go, have you ever seen Life Force? Way better. Space vampires and titties is way better.
For almost the whole movie.
Yes, it's great. Anyway.
Isn't Grace Jones in that?
I don't know who. I just know there's a really hot brunette in there that is smashing. Like wow. Anyway.
The Wynerski fan in me is going to have to go see this.
So, your sorcery month is coming to an end, I take it?
No, it's continuing next week with Legend and then Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
And what's coming up for September for my fans? Because they want to know. They listen to your show. They listen to my show. They listen to your show. That's how it works.
Slasher September.
Holy crap! What are we doing? I mean, I'm not involving myself in the show. I'm saying, what are you guys doing? So that way they can,
That's a good question. So we've got tentatively.
Yep.
This is tentative now. Can I do it, Jeff?
Go ahead.
Okay,
Because
so
I can't access it right now.
all right, it's horror comedy month. That's what it is. So this is tentatively our idea of Club Dread, which was the basis for the idea for the month, because we both love Club Dread. Like, we love the entire Broken Lizard team.
I love them too. By the way, I love the State more. And do you know about their story?
Club Dread or the State?
The State and Broken Lizard.
No and no.
Okay, so you know the State was the you know, on MTV.
Yeah.
They had that show, The State.
Louis was my favorite in the 90s, dude. I am like such a Louis fan.
Dude, we are going to review all of The State this week on my show, but the reason why Broken Lizard became a movie company is because they got rejected by MTV because they chose The State instead of them. So Broken Lizard then went on to do what they are doing now, which is movies.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? So it's like kind of like life finds a way, because Broken Lizard, I think, would be way better, or wouldn't be as good as The State. However, they were so great of doing movies.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
All right. So next we've got Happy Death Day.
Okay, never seen.
Scary Movie.
Mm-hmm.
Scream. And then what do we got? It was the Surprise Night / Slasher. Which one is that, Jeff?
Yep. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. That's
a surprise.
TBA.
I've never seen any of those movies besides Scream. However, can I recommend a slasher movie?
Of course.
I would actually, if you guys are going to do Scream, have you guys ever done Creep?
No, not yet.
That is a fucking great movie. And it's an independent movie. It was actually filmed in Adam Carolla's house. And it's a very, very creepy movie. Found footage kind of film style, one-on-one, very, very creepy, very scary. I think it was done in like 2006. So it's considered retro. But that's just me. But anyway, no, that sounds great. If you want me on any of those, you just let me know, just next time, not 2 hours before, give me a little bit of heads up.
Sorry about that.
No, it's not a problem. I love being on with you guys. You guys are the best. Like, I love being on your show. You guys have the best show. Of all the other shows I'm on, unless it's Joe Bog Riggs calling me, I'm like, hell yeah. Because you guys got a far reach. You guys got a great.
Don't lie.
I love you guys. Look, you're the only show I'm on that I actually listen to when I'm not on it. So I actually, and I always tell my subscribers to go check you guys out, and especially if they're into Stargate. But not all my guys are. But I'm like, hey,
cool.
do you like that? I'm like, do you like the house and the stuff? You got to check out 0.Point Reviews, because they do shit like we do.
And eventually we'll do Stargate. We'll do a crossover episode. I promised that. I did promise that.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually trying to work on
movie.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on something. It's going to be a bingo where we do Seinfeld versus Office versus Twilight Zone. And it's going to be a bingo show. And it's going to be fun.
Interesting
show.
Yeah, where you get to win prizes and money and shit. And I'm the host. And I'm gonna come out with a purple suit and a yellow tie.
The correlation between Seinfeld and Twilight Zone should be pretty good.
Exactly. Yeah, right. And then you throw the Office in there, and just makes it make sense. And I might throw in a little bit of I don't know, and because my original idea was, anyway, screw my ideas, they're stupid anyway. Cool, guys. Well, anyway, it's been a blast. Love this movie. It's great. If you guys haven't checked it out, I think it is free on Hulu. I know it's free on Hulu.
Pluto TV too.
There you go, Pluto TV.
Ah.
And by the way, I'm still gonna hound you guys. I'm gonna do. I'm saving it for you guys when you want to do Memento.
I promise I'll watch it at some
Once
point.
I get back from my travels, we can talk a little bit more about that.
We'll do that, but we're doing on my show. If you guys are a Knife Party pod subscribers, we're going to be doing Gremlins 2 on my show, and we're going to do a full review of the state. It's going to be a lot of fun. But Gremlins 2, when's the last time you seen that gem? And it is a gem. That movie. What, you guys did that?
No, I just like Gremlins.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say, well, anyway, we're doing we skipped number 1. We're just going to number 2 because we just thought it'd be fun to do number 2 because number 2 is awesome.
Do one during Christmas.
Well, our Christmas, we got a plan. We got a plan. My wife plans our Christmas schedule. She's part of the podcast.
Destruction is a present unto itself. I mean,
we like doing number 2s because instead of number 1s because that's how we roll. Like we've never done a number 1 before number 2 except for the movie Predator and Terminator. That's an Alien. But besides that, like we usually go to number 2 and then go to number 1 later, just to piss people off. Like for instance, when we do Sleepaway Camp, it's going to be Sleepaway Camp 2, and then we'll do number 1 like later down the road, because that makes our listeners have to go. They probably did number 1, and they have to listen to all of them until they find it, and they go, "Oh, they never did number 1." It's like, yeah, it's joke's on you. You just listen to a bunch of podcasts.
It's like us with Temple of Doom versus Raiders of the Lost Ark and Crusade. We haven't done either of those two.
Dude, speaking of which, did you know that Gremlins 2 came out the same weekend as Temple of Doom?
Oh,
true story,
I did
bro.
not know that.
I did my fucking
And
research
yes, Kev,
on it.
we did do Temple of Doom. That was Rip Your Heart Out Valentine's month.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
We did Girl Month. So we did Mean Girls, Jennifer's Body, and Clueless, and God, what else did we do? Anyway, that's Girl Month for us.
Something misogynistic, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. But Zach, before we sign off tonight, do let everybody know where they can find you and what you got coming up next.
Jeff, you're the best. I swear. You're like the guy. Anyway, you can find me at Knife Party Pod. Just type it in, Knife Party Pod, and you can find me wherever you get your podcast. If you do want to send me some money, that'd be awesome because it keeps us afloat. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids to feed, and that's Knife Party Pod at patreon.com. You could message me. I answer every and all emails at knifepartypod@yahoo.com because I keep it old school. And also these guys, more importantly, you know what? I love these guys. You got to check out 0.Point Reviews and Suns and Shadows. And if you want to hit me up on Twitter, even though I'm shadow banned constantly, it's at Father Heal.
Shadow banned.
Constantly. No, because every time Sami Zayn something, it's a thing. Me and Sami Zayn are in an epic war, and yeah.
Oh God. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry.
It's okay as long as you guys are still talking to me. I don't think so. I don't think that. I think it's a battle. It's an uphill battle.
So there
Kevin?
are no. Oh yeah.
No,
Where
go
can
ahead.
you find me? Me?
Yeah.
Right here on the
You.
Suns and Shadows Cast Network. Like we are here all the time. Every Tuesday night, 0.Point Reviews. Every Thursday night, the Stargate Files. Every other Friday night, we have Nostalgia TV. And Saturday nights, every single Saturday night, we have Deadwire Live.
Hey Jeff, do you
Right
ever
on.
think about doing like, X-Files or something? Because I mean,
I could be tempted at some point, but I'm already stretched to my max with what we got.
okay, let's say your fruit roll-up gets unstretched
Right.
and you lose a little bit of weight.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be your X-Files guy. I mean, I'm just saying. Got a lot of fun facts. Me and Gillian Anderson have a lot of history, if you know what I mean.
So does Kevin.
Yeah. I was so
Who
so
doesn't?
head over heels for a girl in high school that looked just like her. Oh,
was her name Jean?
No, it was Sarah.
Or Karen?
No, it was Sarah.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Jean. August 8th. Sorry. Inside joke. All right.
Okay. We'll take it.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next time. End stream. Play out.
Can you hammer